Hello world, this is Zan, playing Middle Age Dark Cephaly in TLC Endworld. This is going to be turn number 35 and, maybe a few other ones. Uh, I'm recording way after the fact. When these turns started coming in, I really didn't have time to record them live, I'm sorry. It does take a lot out of me to kind of, get myself in the mindset to record live and, uh, sometimes you just need to really quickly just do the turn and get back to whatever else is going on. So I'm going to do my best to uh, go through these in the best way possible. And I guess the added benefit is it's, while I do these review format turns, it's not going to be one turn per upload, unless I take forever on a turn, which is possible. There's some spicy turns going on here, especially. So this is going to be the first turn of the actual war with Nabaen. So here will be the opening moves. We have a battle here in the weedy stretch. So I go ahead and take the offensive. As I mentioned before, my expectation of the Nabaen army, the War Machine, and their tactics is going to be evocations. So I have these squads kind of in the front to maybe bait some of it. I have most of my mage corps really far in the back to ideally be out of range, or if not out of range, be at a point where precision isn't as accurate. I do have another front line again to bait those evocations. If you notice, I have mainly the Heart Companions up front because they're going to have a lot more hit points per square than the regular hoplites in the back. And again, just draw their evocation fire away from my actual back line. Unfortunately, this is just province defense. So nothing really important happens. Just kind of shoot at them. Cavalry comes in, flyers come in. You know how it goes. Okay, over here in the Fickle Scourge, we send just something. Unfortunately, we run into a Malika and a Mukarib. So although I beat the PED, run up to this chick casting Flame Eruption on me, and that doesn't go well. And this Mukarib trying to punch me. That's kind of funny. In the Skatekian Steppe, we have Ind is marching out now with the remnants of his army and a bunch of mermen that he has for some reason. I really don't have anything in the way other than PD. And they all, they just get mind burned and claimed life. And then TNG is attacking man again. So another, oh, I remember this. So there's another attempt of TNT to take man's capital. In man, we have primarily these horned serpents he summoned. He turned all his nature gems into those. He's got some knight commanders, a few mages, really just crones and heroes. He's got the Eden King down here with no gear. More crones over here. And a thugged out Green Knight with pretty decent gear. I mean, look at that. That's a lot of attacks there. 32 defense. Like, this guy is a monster. And then, of course, his god, who, for this part I remember it confused me then, it still confuses me now. It's casting Communion Master. But with these pats, like, do you really need to be in a Communion to do anything? Especially at this point of the game, like, you shouldn't have the super mega spells. So Tianqi's on hold and attack. He's putting Ethereal on some of his knights. Legions of Steel, Strength of Giants. He's got his own flyers that are going to come to the back. Or not, they're going to come to the front. So one thing you guys got to remember to do, when you attack castles, you generally want most of your troops on attack rear. However, I am just now remembering what happened the first time TNG came out, and that these longbowmen on the walls actually tore up TNG's units. So you know what? Maybe that was a good idea, having the flyers come in and just completely wipe them out. Having like the ethereal cavalry run into the walls and do that too. So maybe that wasn't a bad idea. And then he has Gift of Heavens, now coming in and killing everything in the choke point, including his own units. We know which one of these. Yeah, these Imperial Guard. So, Well, actually, this is a good example. I had a conversation with a very good player the other day about the destruction spell, and they were quite confused at me even suggesting to use it. This is one of the reasons I like it. So look at his armor. It's 15, 18, 16, 7, 9, 8. Losing half your armor in a lot of cases tends to equate taking twice the damage. So I'm a fan of the destruction spell. This is a complete tangent, just because the other day I was talking about this. I'm a fan of it. There's situations that obviously a lot of things are better, like Earth Meld is going to be good. Gifts of Heaven is going to be good. It's actually going to kill people, you know? But when you're in those really grindy melees, Destruction's pretty good, because if you think of it, if this guy with 22 slash hits this dude, he's attacking at a +7, right? He's got 18 body protection. Oh, because Legions of Steel. So he's attacking at a +7, versus if he didn't have Legions. Because then Legions and the other guy casts Strength of the Giants, it's the same crap. So he's attacking at +7 versus the full scale mail. But if you break that full scale mail, he's attacking at +15. So losing half your armor in a lot of cases is almost twice the damage taken. So Destruction to me is a pretty good spell for that. For those grindy melees. Obviously, there's just times you do everything. And then as TNG in particular, as this guy's learning right now here, I avoid these super elite troops, the armored guys, in favor of these cheap footmen because of exactly what is happening here. Where these rocks are just killing his own crap. So you just want masses of units. You don't care what they are, because when the falling rocks come knocking, they all die the same. Unless they're lucky. Luck's the only way you're going to get out of Gifts of Heaven, or be a big Titan guy with Temper Flush. Temper Flush does reduce the damage to 75. Gonna hit that rock, but 340 hit points. Here we have the Green Knight, just heroically holding everybody off. His armor is broken. You see, magical armor is very likely to resist destruction, but since he has just the full chainmail, that is not magical. His shield is, his helmet is. Can't break those. But his armor's gone. So now he's at 11 protection. So yeah, those hits are going to come through. Although his high defense is going to be good. Yeah, his high defense, all these attacks, that's keeping him alive real good there. Yeah, those hits are coming in. Luckily he's immortal, so if he dies, it doesn't matter. Oof. The heroic Green Knight, with his broken chainmail, holds the gate and routs the TNG forces. This is a very beautiful defense. These guys are completely ignoring the Green Knight because he doesn't have enough hit points to be worth casting spells at. Wow. This is Grippa for life levels of cap defense. Well done. Well done by both of you. This is a crazy battle. It was very, very close. Very, very close. Okay, so we get some unexpected events where it continues trying to make me a Blood Nation. I'm okay with this. We discover some Nabaen scouts, and we cure some battle afflictions. So the Alpha Strike that I was expecting really didn't happen. It was mainly me. Me coming out, stepping on the weedy stretch. You know, I have my little hoplites all over the place to catch his bird raiders. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move now to the next turn, turn 36. Okay, and now we have this is what I was expecting last turn. This is what I was expecting last turn. Okay, so in the weedy stretch, so we have my main army against what I'm assuming is his main army. And I hate this first volley because it always comes up before arrow fend. Kills a very important mystic. Any Earth 2 mystic at this point in the game is super important. And just completely wipes him out before arrow fend is even up. Okay, we start casting all the wisps. We start casting Howl. Stop all their evocations. However, there's a problem. Lower his precision. Yeah, he cast one good. There's a problem. He's not casting evocations. I can't even see it here, but he just loaded up a million air elementals and said go. And I don't think I got Aerofend up either. Maybe my caster for it got shot? Or did I forget? Did I forget to cast Aerofend? Damn, I suck. All of my mystics are dying to just arrows. There's the evocations. But more importantly than the evocation, here come all the elementals. Some of them are still over here messing around with the swarms. And yeah, that's already it. There's the smoke and flames, and here's generally the retreat. See, Howl and all that Evo bait kept his air elementals back here for a while, but now is when they're starting to drop down here. Now all the evocations hitting. Yeah, and I never got Aerofend off. I don't remember that the first time watching this battle. That was a big mistake. That was a very big mistake, because these archers are no joke. These archers with 22 great bows. Again, TLC mod, they hit harder. 22 pierce great bows. They are definitely no joke. Our hoplites are all on fire, trying to run. And yeah, that was a catastrophic defeat, I'd say. Sorry about that. Pause it for a second to go close the the door to laundry. Okay, so we have another battle now in Eternal Pastures, where we get some Malika thugs coming about. I think that guy was just sight searching. Oh, I think in pausing it, I didn't show the actual battle log. My bad. So I killed 6, and he wiped me out completely. The army that stomped Ermor and was ready to take over Ind was completely wiped out by not casting Aerofend and air elementals. Whoops. I made a quite the mistake there. We have another battle here in Drake's Rest, which again, same thing, Malika thugs. I don't support Malika thugs, never use these. Please never use Malika thugs, especially not at this point in the game. Just don't do it. Please don't do it. They're really expensive. Please don't do it. And then we have another battle in the Meadow of Lore. What's going on here? Oh, more Malika thugs. Don't do this. They're really expensive. And then there's another battle. Man is now selling out with the Green Knight. And THG's got nothing. Cool. More Blood Slaves in Arccephaly. Who needs the Blunt Hunt when you just get a bunch every turn? So let me just quickly come over here first. So the end result is Man is able to defend his capital with quite literally nothing. Nothing in it. He has one other fort under siege, but it doesn't look like it's cracked yet. Asphodel, around this time, is starting to move toward TNG because these losses are kind of... I'm sure Man is talking to Asphodel all about this. And it looks like TNG does have another army down here that he probably wishes was up here. I know I was worried about this army because I would have been in a very bad spot if I have to fight a two-front war. Especially after that defeat at the Reedy Stretch. I'm in a very bad spot. Thankfully, I did have some units retreat into the Barony of Ar. And I have the, I guess, good habit of, if I have gold, and in a lot of nations, I am always building troops and I am always preparing the next army. So I don't have a perfect second army available, but my pants aren't down after that defeat at the Weedy Stretch. And I think at this point, I have to combine everything into Moirai's Grace. Because I can't combine everything to Ordos Groves because whatever's in the Barony of R can't make it. Since these are all forts, I can't get Magic Phase. So it's very important that this connection is here. Just like it's very important that I retake the Meadow of Lure. It's very important because that's the channel that will get troops from my capital to the front lines at Morai's Grace and Ordos Groves. More likely Morai's Grace because it doesn't have to deal with the forest. So now I'm in panic mode because I thought I was going to do something and then the complete opposite happened. Yeah, that's a fun turn. Over here too, we see that Machaka has abandoned his Ermorian assault, or I guess not abandoned, maybe he lost down here because Ermor is still attacking him in Griffin Spires. So that kind of sucks. And meanwhile, I don't think I've talked about this at this point very often. Just a reminder, we do have a relay in this game. A relay who has not taken this underwater throne, or this island throne, or this other coastal throne. Literally 3 thrones. Very easy reach to him. But yeah, just reminding you guys, there's a relay player in this game. He exists. And yeah, so we'll move to turn 37 as I try to scramble out to deal with these raiders and reorganize. Reorganize what I can. So we have a battle in Lone Pine, where, again, more Malakathug. Yep, main Gauch pairing. And here is just, yeah, this is my bird catching squad, so they're dead. Super dead. We have battle in Meadow of Lure, where I send a tiny force to just kind of go retake it. Excellent. We have battle in Lone Pine again, where I'm sending out a Mystic to, oh, you can't Magic Duel her. Slave Mind. Oh my god. 11 plus 16. Oh man. That's wild. This is not a good use case on why I say not to raid with Malakathugs. This is not why you shouldn't do it, but it pushes the same agenda where I just use a 135 gold mage to kill your 500 gold mage, I think. Cap only, slow to recruit, with a bunch of gear on it, just because I happen to roll well. And this isn't the case where I'm even rolling dice. When you attack Jin thugs, since they're so weak to Salt and Moonblades, you're not even rolling dice at that point. They can't dodge Salt. Salt just stuns them, and when their defense is 0, they get hit by a Moonblade, they auto die. Cannot stop it. But yeah, don't. Where was this? Don't raid with Malakathugs. You're gonna get killed by a single Mystic who just happened to roll very well. And how expensive are they? Yeah, 480 gold, and she had a bunch of gear on her. It's wild. Over here in Eternal Pastures, again, just super budget rating because if I retake the province, I have paid for the troops I used to retake it already. So just the tiniest forces I could possibly send out. And even here, whatever reason, I'm using 2 mages instead of 1 mage that can do it. Okay, we have a battle now. I'm getting attacked in the Ordos Groves. I do seem to have a larger PD dump, and there are 2 mages here. However, he's got, what is it, Mukri, but a Sahir. Oh, 3 Sahir. So Saharas are, they're like 300 something gold. They're expensive as well. But yeah, those are some aerial elementals that are going to come, and that's definitely going to be enough. Yeah, they're already routing everybody. Yeah, and falling fires. Yep. So I get my butts kicked by some aerial elementals. We foresee a disaster and stop that crap. We have some bad events. Cape Hellas is the one place that won't have my luck skills. And we start casting, by the way, Behemoth because Behemoths are size 6 and can't get trampled by air elementals, so I'm hoping that's kind of like a stopgap Like it kind of stops an air elemental from just trampling forever as it starts attacking instead. We find a Relayan Scout. Um, yeah. Over here, yeah, Asphodels for sure moving on TNG. Yep, he's sieging this fort over here as well. Unfortunately, as you see, I stopped building scouts since I have the Eyes of God. So I'm not going to really see most of their battles. We'll just see the movement of armies. And here we can tell that this is a huge army because it just auto-popped this fort. So probably the same size as this one, maybe bigger. Probably bigger. And then over here we see, although we got the ever-living crap rated of us last turn, due to our super budget, we must go out and fight everywhere all the time. Everything looks fine. We have all our territory, we have all our income, back to where it should be. And we've been able to move everyone from the Barony of R to Moirai's Grace. We're going to keep building Mystics because we lost a hell of a lot of Mystics in that last battle. Or I guess not up here. I really want to focus. And I'm already switching to Cardacy production because I can get 4 hoplites, so 1 square worth of hoplites, or I can get, a lot more Cardacies. And they all hit the same. And they all get trampled almost the same. Actually, Cardacies are going to do better versus tramplers than hoplites are. So, yeah, we're trying here to just kind of prepare ourselves for the reckoning that might come from the Nabaen army, which I'm surprised actually stayed in the weedy stretch last turn. I'm surprised they didn't move in force into Moirai's Grace, but hey, it gave me the opportunity to kind of merge my forces together and start preparing something to defend myself with. Okay, and we'll do turn 38 now. So I summon more Draconians, more Behemoths. We have a battle now in Moirai's Grace. So here is their big army, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready to beat them yet. And it's just a big doom ball, little Death Star of archers and mages. We battle in the Empty Woods, where more Malika thugs run out into my PD. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything here to kill her. Okay, we have a battle, or we witness a battle where Relay has decided to join us in this game and attacks Ermor. And he loses, his forces route to a single mage casting Banefire, which does make it off the field, I'm sure. Yep, single Dusk Elder casting Banefire, and he does manage to technically take the province. We have now a battle in the Meadow of Lore. Where, yeah, nothing. More fire gems in Grass Hills, major event, and we discover a lot of scouts. And we are under siege. There you go, so back to chaos. And I will say, just as a tidbit, Relay versus Armor is actually a very, very, very good matchup in Relay's favor. Because they have Starspawn? Starspawn. Astra 1, Holy 2. You can communion these guys into an insanely ginormous Holy Communion and blow Ermorian undead out of the water by just casting Banishment. This is all you need to do. You fight Ermor, you make a lot of these guys. And you're done. And you're done. Because in this case, Ermor's case, well, if Ermor doesn't have Blood Vengeance, that's what you do. And hey, this Ermor doesn't have Blood Vengeance. He has magic resistance. Great. So what you do is you communion all of these Starspawns together. They're going to cast Banishment. They're going to be like Holy 4, Holy 5, casting Banishment. And they're going to kill all the chaff. And then the Knights with their really high magic resistance are going to be left. And then those same Starspawn cast Solar Rays. It's going to do an AoE 1, 12 armor piercing damage that only affects undead beings. And if you notice, there's no check. There's no, oh, magic resistance negates. No. This is just, here is an armor-piercing attack. Problems, it requires the presence of a sun. So later on, if Ermor is clever, that might be an issue. If Ermor goes up to Alteration 6, okay, yeah, you can't cast that. This Armor is not clever, and this Armor is not going up Alteration. He's going up Evocation. So, yeah, this should be like Relay should be able to just walk through Armor and have a grand old time. So back to my front, we're going to go now to turn 39. Summon more Draconians, Horned Serpents, Cave Drakes, Procession of the Underworld, Dire Portent, where this fun individual has decided he wants to cast Wrath of God. This insult is unacceptable. Yeah, no, you're a fool. You're a fool, but we'll get to that. There's a bunch of battles to look at first. Starting with Armor attacking Relay in the Plane of Insanity. Relay's got nothing. A hell of a lot of rating and counter rating. So I come down over here with my Gorgon, and fortunately I catch nothing. And one thing to note here, I think this will be the last turn for the episode, so that way I can do, you know, a not 5-minute episode next time. I'm just casting Strength of Gaia and attacking. Because with my Salt, with the Serpent Chris, and the Snake Hair, I don't need anything else. I just need them to not do their whole buff script. Because I need to just go and throw Salt at them. Ordos Groves. I march out with an 8-eyed Elite and some Hoplites, and he has nothing. In the Barony of R, he attacks me with a Malika, who's just going to sit there and summon air elementals. And you see, and this is the point. This is the point I get at, too. If you're just going to send your mage to go summon air elemental, why use a Malika? Why not use here? This almost it's the same spell book, but one is significantly cheaper and less important than your Malika. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. Here's a here. This guy could do the same thing that Malika last in that other battle did for cheaper. There it did. All these fights look the same. I don't even know which is which. Okay, Morai's Grace. Maybe there's a big battle here. No. Okay, this is where I have changed my tactic. I understand, okay, this Nabaen is not going to do the evocation tactics that I was expecting. They're just going to throw air elementals at me. And how can I confirm that? Well, that's how I can confirm it. Look at all those air gems. So I changed my tactic. You're going to sit on my fort. I'm going to make you regret that, buddy. These guys have some random gear, some earth element, or some gems. I made a mistake. I should have them cast Iron Skin first. Whoops. Because then, yeah. But hey, they used a lot of air elementals. Or a lot of gems, I should say. There you go. They've all got halved. Cool. So that works out for me. It wasn't the best gem bait, but it was a gem bait that wasted a big chunk of their elementals. So good. And if the fort isn't cracked, we'll do it again next turn. Here's Malika coming out and dealing with nothing. And here is me marching out to retake the Meadow of Lore, which is undefended. And then we have Ermor attacking Machaka in Machaka. I couldn't even pause the video, sir. And you're already casting Earthquake and wiping out a chunk of this guy's army. So this is Machaka PD, but Machaka's God changes the Battle of the Sun with a bunch of Earth Gems, 31 protection, 255 hit points, and innate caster. So spell casting time has no effect on him. He's just going to auto cast Earthquake. These guys generally should be able to avoid it due to having high defense skill, but apparently not. Yeah, apparently still hits a bunch of them. But yeah, pretty good. Earthquake. Now we have the mages casting Banefire, but they're going to cast it on the blobs of PD first. There's another Earthquake. Oh, we got so many more waiting. As they try to Banefire the Pretender, which I remember the outcome of this battle had Like that situation right there was just the Armorian player raging. Oh, I would have killed you if any of those Bane fires would have hit. Well, that one hit. That Bane fire hit. 35 damage. Good job. Problem is, evocations could miss. They're not guaranteed to hit. And you're done. You had your chance. You landed one Bane fire. Good job. Fight's over. And Ermor gets stomped so much more beautifully than when I had done it. Loses completely everything. Machaka loses his PD, which is going to regenerate at the end of the turn anyways. Well done, Machaka. Like, completely wide. Didn't kill any mages. So this whole thing is replaceable. I mean, 51 Sacred Knights, that sucks to lose. But yeah, this is mainly replaceable, but this is beautiful. It was done in 2-3 turns. Just here's Earthquake. If I had a big Earth Mage like my Gorgon that flies, I could probably have done this. That would have been better. But when I did fight Ermor, I was kind of like, he's not going to do it. He might, and I'm going to prepare for it. But we're not fighting Ermor. He's not that spiteful that he's going to throw away his game just to screw me over. Yeah, and then. Anyways, we lose a Mystic and get a bunch of the units wounded and killed to the lightning. I don't like that. I don't like that. The people that get wounded, they're just going to get healed. So that's fine. But no, dude, you're not allowed to do Wrath of God. I'll fix that soon. I just need to make sure that when I overcast it, I absolutely am able to overtake it. Anyways, I'm going to leave this here on turn 39, and I'll see you guys next time for turn 40.